Good evening, guys. I hope everyone's had a good day today. Welcome to my channel, a South London Bolster Boys Tales. This will be the third video I've uploaded today, so I must be on a bit of a roll. All good. The sun's only just started coming out. It's absolutely crazy. And I did say to you that I was born in July and I'm a Cancer, my star sign, so which means that my star sign, the symbol is a crab. I love the water, which means I love the sun. Anyway, guys, what I want to... Let's turn this camera. That's a better picture. How's everyone doing? You all in a good mood? Cheers, Jay, earlier on, for that information which you give me about the motocross track in Blackwater. I'm going to be looking into that and maybe trying to enter that event maybe in the summer, mate. Because, yeah, we do travel all up and down the country on our motocross bikes, guys. And in the summer, I'm out every single weekend. So, yeah, looking forward to that. I might be going out this Sunday. I think I'm going to South East MX track, which is in Hove. I'm actually a member of that track. And that's through, you've got a booking through Go Race or something like that. But, yeah, guys. Anyway, on my channel, I've had a few of my followers asking me what was, the worst prison for violence that I ever went into. Now, that's a very, very hard question to answer because where I've been in so many jails and I've seen so much violence, but yeah, other jails do tend to be more violent than other jails. Whereas, like, if you're talking about a local, when you just get sentenced from court and you're going back to your local, it could be Wandsworth, the Scrubs, Pentonville, higher down, any of the BCAT locals in London, they are pretty rowdy because basically you've got people in there for minor offences. So you've got inmates in there doing little sentences and basically they've got nothing whatsoever to lose. So if they... Say, for instance, they're doing 18 months. The court give them 18 months. At the end of the day, they can do whatever they want to do in the system and just lose a little bit of remission and still be out in 18 months. So there's a very lot of fights in BCAT local jails and alarm bell is going off constantly in there. On the other end of the scale, in long-termers jails, Whitemoor, Full Sutton, Long Larton, Frankland, Swellside, Blunderston, there's so many BCAT training jails, Parkhurst, Elmley, Bullingdon, there's so many, but the violence in them, right, so what happens in them is you've got inmates doing a little bit longer of a sentence, and why they're in a BCAT trainer is because of they don't fit the criteria to be into a CCAT, which means they could be violent or they might have something bad on their page 16, which is your prison report, which is being made on you every single day of your prison sentence by the screws. They'll write a report on you. So, in the BCAT training jails, yeah, there is quite a lot of violence in there. There's quite a lot of slashings in there and the ambulance is getting called in all the time. Long-term jails, Cat A jails, like Whitemoor, Full Sutton, the dispersal jails, there's hardly no violence in there. There's a lot of respect amongst people because people are doing over 10 years, and that's where I was in Whitemoor and Long Larton. I did see various, loads of different bits of violence, and I actually watched someone nearly on get murdered in Whitemoor. But yeah, in the dispersal jails, it doesn't go off as much, but when it does go off, it's a naughty one because you can't really have a fisticuff fight with someone in a long-termers jail and shake hands and forget it because that person might never ever be getting out of jail again and he's got nothing whatsoever to lose. So he could take your life just like that. He could wake up one morning with the ump and not having a good day and decide to want to take your life just because you had a little fight with him. So yeah, they're very, very dangerous places, the long-termers jails. Actually, if you go onto my pal Yami, he's got quite a few stories on his channel. And I'm going to be linking up with Yami very, very soon and doing a podcast with him because I know Yami will. Me and him go way, 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 way back in the early 90s. So a big shout out to you, Yami. But so, this is what I reckon, guys. The worst place I ever went to was the easiest place I ever went to, believe it or not, and that was called Lambeth Holding Cells at a place called Lambeth Walk. So basically, they done away with it. But when you went to a Crown Court or Magistrates Court and got sentenced, and you was in the London area, everyone went back to Lambeth Holding Centre. Basically, it was a holding centre, and you went in there and you got allocated to your prison where you was going. You see a doctor, and you'll got put into a few different rooms. So basically, one afternoon I was in there. I just got a 3-year sentence, and there's like a little firm, 2 mixed race lads and 3 white guys, and they was all in a clique together, and they was sitting in the corner having a laugh, smoking, having a bit of banter, and then all of a sudden the door opened up, the cell door opened up, and 2 rivalries got put into the cell. So the rivalries was their rivalries from the street, and the fight started the minute they got through the door. Tools got produced. I don't know where they come from, but yeah, there was so many injuries, and the fight went on for so long before the screws could actually break it up because there wasn't that many screws on at the time in Lambeth Holding Centre, and that was the bad thing about Lambeth Holding Centre. If you had any beef or any bad blood with anyone on the street, and they done a bit of bird and you done a bit of bird, there was a very, very, very good chance that you could meet them in Lambeth Holding Centre. And once you're in that cell, and you meet one of your enemies in that cell, basically it's the last man standing, or the last man to survive type of thing. But yeah, this fight went on. It seemed for about 5 or 6 minutes, and they were stabbing each other up to pieces. There was blood all up the walls. It is actually like a pig's abattoir, the Lambeth Holding Centre, and yeah, the ambulances got called, and they got carted off. But that was the worst fight I'd ever seen, and that was for the longest time it ever went on, and the most grittiest and the most goriest because they was just stabbing each other like constantly like this, holding each other and stabbing each other, and I believe they were stabbing each other with cutlery. Prison issue cutlery, so sharpened knives, plastic ones, and also biro pens, and yeah, they were stabbing each other with that. But yeah, it was a lot of blood. It went on for a long time, and I'm going to leave this video here. Have a great evening, guys. I'll be uploading more content tomorrow. Whatever you're doing, stay safe. Have a great evening. Peace.